So any sales or orders that you sync across to Xero, I'll just show you where you will find them within Xero itself. So if I hover over the accounts button, as I showed you previously, you have the bank accounts, sales, purchase orders, and inventory, expense claims, fixed assets, etc. So the three we'll be dealing with are bank accounts, sales, and purchase orders. So if I click into sales, and here is blank because you have to click into paid, because Vico will automatically, as long as it's been marked as paid in Vico, we will post across to Xero that this invoice has been paid for. So I can see here all of the sales invoices that I've sent from my Vico account through to Xero. So if I just click into this one here, I can see the customer, date the order was raised, the due date, invoice number, and the reference number. So the reference number is the order ID, that's in Vico. The invoice number, so this will always be incremental. So the next sale you send across will be O2, O3, O4, O5, and so on and so on. So they should always be in incremental chronological order. And as I mentioned on one of the previous videos, you can see we don't send across anything in the item code. We will simply copy paste the product title into the description. So if the client wants to check an invoice out, they can see what was sent across. Quantity, unit price, any discount, the chart of account that this sale was put into. So this is our 200 sales account, the tax rate that we've set for this account, total values, etc., etc. So that's where you find the invoices. So if I just head back here, so if I just look at another invoice, so one of the more recent ones, if I click into this invoice here, so 8835, so this overall had a value of 3119, so 9928835. If I click on my advisor button and click manual journals and go to all, so this is the cost of goods sold for this particular order. So if I click on draft, so this is where, when we send across the cost of goods sold into the manual journals, they will always go across essentially as a draft. So the client will have to go in and what we call post these cost of goods so that they will reflect on the profit and loss balance sheets and so on. So to do that, they can click the button to highlight them all. If they want to just check it out, so if I click into this order, I can see this was a pretty bad sale because I received 3119. So we've credited the stock on hand account because we've sent this item out, so our overall warehouse inventory value is less 382, and then the cost of goods sold we've debited because that's what it cost us to make that sale, so we made a pretty bad loss on that one. So if I just head back to the manual journals and click on draft, so these are draft of the ones that have gone across but I've yet to approve. I can highlight them all, or if I just want to do this individual one, I can select that, click post. So I'm essentially authorizing this cost of good to appear against all of my various balance sheets and profit and loss. So if I click on posted now, I will see that this one has been posted / authorized, and that is going to appear against my overall figures. So if you can go raise an sales order in Vico for one magic mouse, sync it to Xero, then head back to Xero and check that the sales invoice has been raised, and check the journal for the cost of goods sold and just post that, and then head back for the next video.